Good Monday morning. This is Miss Kivley. Thanks for tuning in to Kivley Kids Cozy Corner. 3 weeks left of school. Holy cow, it's May 11th already, my friends. And so this is my TK and Littles story. Whoever wants to join in can join in. You can be big. It's fine. Today I chose Little Whistle by Cynthia Rylant. I chose this. I used to have guinea pigs as pets also. And so this is just kind of dear to my heart, although our guinea pigs were pretty much awake during the day and asleep at night. Little Whistle, just the opposite. So let's get started and see what Little Whistle gets into, shall we? It says Little Whistle was the only living thing in Toy Town. He lived in a small cage at the back of the store. He was furry and brown, and all the children who came to look at toys most loved looking at him. But Little Whistle was always sleeping, so he did not look back. Each night when Toy Town closed and the shades were drawn, all the children gone, Little Whistle woke up. Then he climbed out of his cage, put on his blue pea coat, and began a new adventure. He gets out of his cage, puts on his coat. Guinea pigs are so cute. Some adventures were quiet, as when he found a lovely book about bears to read. Some adventures were loud, as when he discovered the trumpet. But whenever Little Whistle was awake, something was going on. So quiet time and music time. Little Whistle's blue pea coat had been given to him his first night in Toy Town. The store owner did not know that guinea pigs become quite chilly, and she had not put enough bedding in Little Whistle's cage. The small guinea pig was all alone and shivering when he heard someone say, "Here, lad, warm up your bones with me coat." So the bedding, that little, almost looks like straw or sawdust, there's a special bedding you get at the pet store for guinea pigs. And that helps keep their cage clean and keeps them warm. And you have to change it regularly. Little Whistle looked up and saw a wooden sailor waving to him from a big boat on a shelf. Little Whistle had not known toys could talk, but he was too chilly to be afraid, so he climbed from his cage and put on the sailor's warm coat. Little Whistle talked with the sailor all night long about the sea and fog, the gulls, and the full moons over the waves. So here he is, reaching out from his ship, and then they're just sitting there talking. When morning came, it was nearly time for the shades to go up and the store to open. Little Whistle went back to his cage. He tucked the pea coat inside a hollow log, for the sailor said he might keep it a while. Then he went to sleep. There he goes, he tucks his little coat away to keep it safe. It's kind of like when we put our stuff in our desks so we know where to find it. That day, the sailor went home with a happy boy, taking his boat, but leaving his blue coat behind. Little Whistle planned to return the coat as soon as he saw the sailor again. But in the meantime, he had a very dashing wardrobe. So we can see the little boy takes the toy home. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Toy Story, if you've seen the movie Toy Story, or Toy Story 1, 2, 3, or 4. When the toys come out at night, or whenever their owners aren't around. Little Whistle had many good friends in Toy Town. There was a lion who loved vanilla cookies. One day a little girl had given him one, and since then he had talked of nothing else. There was Rabbit, who always wanted to run. And when the store was closed, she did. There was Bear, who liked hats. Violet, a little china doll who sang, and many more, depending on who had sold, of course. So you can see Lion getting his cookie. And then we see the rabbit and the bear and the china doll Violet. China dolls aren't as common anymore, but they often have a porcelain or ceramic face, and then they're stuffed to their body, and sometimes their legs or arms are porcelain too. You have to Google it. Now, none of the toys were real, but this did not mean the toys could not eat vanilla cookies or run or sing or like hats. Most toys will do these things once the shades are drawn. And so again, we see They went from sitting still on the previous page to look at Violet is definitely enjoying her singing. And Lion is definitely enjoying his cookie. And look at the bear way down here by my pinky with his hat on. Each night, Little Whistle visited all of his friends. If the store was especially chilly, he borrowed a hat from Bear. The store was quite large, so some nights Little Whistle took the train from one end to the other. And some nights he just walked. So look at his cute little hat. I know some of our kiddos this last winter had hats like that. There was always a tea party going on somewhere, or a game of checkers. Look at all the fun those toys are having. The checkers down at the bottom there. The train. Babies were being read to. Soldier especially liked to read, and sometimes he had several babies all around him. See the soldier way back there in the blue and the babies around him and Little Whistle in the background there. And that little baby on the books getting a little taller. Toy Town was the sweetest and kindest place in the world for a small guinea pig to live. Little Whistle loved the store and his friends. And he did not mind when someone was sold. Toys love being sold to children who care for them. Little Whistle knew this and understood. So he was just watching his friends get sold in his mind, imagining, because remember, he's asleep during the day. But he also knew that he would never be sold, and this pleased him, for he felt there was no better home in the world for him than Toy Town. With quiet contentment, Little Whistle tucked the warm pea coat inside his log each morning and curled into sleep, just waiting for the night. Look at that, he just goes in right asleep. He looks like he falls asleep fast. I know my dog Nemo does the same thing. You've seen him before in previous episodes. He goes to sleep and nothing flat. Sometimes he snores like there's no tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to finish this last sentence again. Little Whistle tucked the warm pea coat inside the log each morning and curled into sleep, waiting for the night, waiting for the shades to be drawn. There's Little Whistle, the end. Yay, I love the illustrations in this story, and I just love the adventures that Little Whistle goes on, so he just makes the best of his situation. He knows he's not getting sold. He knows he just stays at the toy store. And so he just makes fun of it, knowing that sometimes friends change. And that kind of reminds me of what we're going through right now. We're just going to make the best of what we can. We're going to have fun in a safe way and just make the best of it and know that eventually the shades will be drawn and we get to enjoy time with our friends again. And we get to go out and play and see each other and get back to learning in the classroom, which is what we're most used to. Because this distance learning can be hard and stressful on many people. Sometimes it's hard on the teachers, sometimes it's hard on the students, sometimes it's hard on the parents. So just remember to do your best, stay positive, and remember that we love and care about you, and we cannot wait till we see you again. Thanks again for tuning in. Love you guys. Bye.